Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. Oh man, we got a lot of great things going on, man. And tonight I wanted to talk about something really, really cool that I've had this piece of equipment for probably I want to say at least 15 years, somewhere around there. And tonight I want to talk about the Tascam MK2. It is a piece of gear that I've had out for a good while, and I actually want to do kind of like a little shout out to Steven and let you know I opened this baby up. Now, I am not a tech by no means, but I'm not afraid to open up the hood of the automobile, if you know what I mean, man. So it was actually, I'm going to show you the unit that I have here right now. And it was actually two screws on each side and three screws in the back, and the hood comes off. This is it right here. See if I can get it in the picture. Okay, so this is the piece. It is a cassette tape recorder, and this is the piece that I've had for some time, like I say. And it powers up. It powers up fine, and it powers up quickly. And so I'm sure the transformer in it's fine. All the lights on here on the VU meters come on, both right and left. Come on, as well as all the other initial lights on there, the play, the power, the record, the pause button, the eject button. Everything works on this as far as powering up goes. However, this is the gig, man. When I put the cassette tape in it, all it does is just go and that's it. And then the record button will blink and the pause button will blink, and the play button is on, and that's all that happens. The tape doesn't go around. So I took the hood off, man. I unpowered everything, unplugged it, and took the hood off, and was going to look inside this thing and see if I could see, a belt or anything on the inside of it. And I couldn't see any belts on the inside of it. I don't know actually how it turns around and moves. Uh, in there. I figured, well, if it was a belt or something, Steve had mentioned, try looking inside of it and see if a belt came off of it and slipped off, the little pulleys and whatnot. And that's the logical thing to do. And I did. I looked in there, man. And to tell you the truth, Steven, I didn't see any belt. I didn't see anything that remotely looked like a belt or a belt that had come off the unit or frayed up. So I opened this piece right here. Let's see if it'll open without. No, it won't open. Yeah, I guess I can open it. So there's a tape in there now. Okay, wow. Wow, this is a tape. This is my third voice lesson tape. I still got this baby, man. Wow, this was when I was going to the college and actually taking vocal lessons way back in the day. What a trip. So I still got that. That's nice. But yeah, I'd like to get my tape deck going so I can go back and listen to all those tapes that I recorded my sessions, my vocal lessons on. And it's always good to stay up on that stuff and continue working your scales, man. But anyway, so it does open up, but I want to show you something. So, and I looked inside of it. You guys can't see, but I looked inside of the tape deck itself, and it's super, super clean. I mean, I don't think I even use this thing. If I had to guess how many hours I have on this, I would probably have to guess maybe, I don't know, 20 working hours. It's definitely been powered up more than that, but maybe 20 working hours on it. And it seems like um, I'd stopped using it for some time, and it wasn't until I came back to use it again that I put a cassette tape in here, and it did not work. So I'm not sure if something. So I looked on the inside of it, man, if to see if I could see any, burnt chips or anything, capacitors or anything like that that looked burnt on the board itself, and I couldn't see anything. It was physical. So it's definitely going to have to be sent in to a tech or somebody who, you know, knows where to start checking things at and to see what the heck the problem is. Now, when I opened the hood up on here, on the inside of here, it looked like the tape deck, all the major parts right in here were like sandwiched together. So I really couldn't see inside. There could be a belt in there. I'm sure there is a belt in there, but I couldn't see anything, man. And so, if you guys have any suggestions on where I can send this bad boy to get serviced, that would be awesome. It'd be even better if it's somewhere kind of local here in Texas that you guys know where I can send this to get serviced. If you know a good tech that knows how to work on, I don't know, BCRs, tape decks, things like that, he should know how to work on this. And I'm sure that Tascam, you can probably still find the parts to this baby because there's many, many of these things that were put out in the day, and they're really, really good units to record on and to listen back to your masters on. Just some really, really a nice deck, man. It's pretty heavy. I don't know what the weight of this thing is. The physical size, it's pretty big too. It's a rack mount piece, so it fits in a rack. But if I had to guess on weight, probably 15 pounds. So it's going to cost me quite a bit just to do the shipping. And, shipping something like this somewhere to get serviced, you always want to double box your goods. So that would mean taking a very large box and then stuffing it with packing material, setting this on the inside of it, well, boxing this in a box, stuffing it, and then taking a bigger box and stuffing it, and then putting that box in it, and that way that should secure the flight or wherever it's traveling to. These guys on these trucks, man, they throw stuff around, even if it says fragile on top. That it seems like they throw that around the most. But I did notice that everything powered up nice on here, guys. So everything powered up nice and bright. The VU meters came on nice and bright, which was cool. Uh, and like I say, it powers up, and when I power it up, it powers up really fast. Everything comes on really fast. It doesn't make any noise or anything like that up until I push play. And when I push play, it just makes this noise like it's trying to do something. And then the record button a flash, like I said, and the record button a flash, the pause button a flash, and I want to say the play button even flash. So these three buttons right here flash on it. Let me show you that. So it would be, yeah, it would be, it's hard for you guys to see, but it would be these three right here, over here. Let me hold it up like this. So it'd be this one, and this one. These three flash when I push play. And it's really kind of a bummer, man, because like I say, this thing don't have that much use on it. And it was really, really clean on the inside. Usually, whenever you'll open a unit up that's you've had for a good time, you might find a few little bugs in there that passed away and got caught in there somehow. But no bugs in here, no nothing. Super clean on the inside, super dust free on the inside. The heads looked actually pretty good. The rollers looked actually pretty clean. But boy, it sure would be nice to get this thing going. I really miss it, man. I've got probably as many cassette tapes as I do CDs. If I had to guess, I'd probably say 100 tapes. A lot of it that I've tracked on and actually mixed on, and then other tapes that just from groups and other bands out there back in the day. So I got some really cool stuff, some cool tapes that I'd like to get this baby going and actually, get it in my studio and listen to my tapes on my monitors. I've got some nice, beautiful Atom speakers in here and some PreSonus speakers that I want to listen to my tapes through this unit through those monitors, man. And just really want to get it up and working in my studio again. You can see it has the rack ears, and look how clean. There's no scuffs, there's no scratches on the rack unit itself, on the ears. no damage where the screws have been put in. I've taken care of my stuff, man. All these years, I've always taken good care of my equipment, my studio gear. But it's just a shame that I actually came back to this baby and went to turn it on and power it up, and the thing didn't work. So now my son has went in my studio and been in my studio, but I doubt he broke it or anything. If it got used and he broke it, I'm sure he would have said something to me. But so it had to happen in the process of not using it. So during the time that I hadn't been using it, it's probably whenever it went bad, whatever went bad in it. But I'd really like to get this thing fixed. So if you guys know, or Steven, where I can send it, excuse me, man, I really want to get this baby fixed in my studio, man. It'd be nice to get to actually, master down to a cassette tape just to hear what it sounds like. Um, that's what people are doing. They go in digital and then they'll master out to 1 inch tape. But here we have I don't know. I guess that's about 1/8 inch. Hadn't put a measurement to it, but you got 1/8, and then you got 1/4 inch, and then you got 1/2 inch, and then 1 inch tape, and then I want to say it jumps up to 2 inch tape after that. But I'm telling you, even these cassette tapes sound really, really good to master to, man. Sound To me, they sound better than MP3s. Tape always sounds better than MP. Anything sounds better than MP3s, man. MP3 is just the fast get go. Um, plug and go, man. Put on your iPod or whatever. But good old cassette tapes, man, sound really good, man. So I can't wait, and I really want to get my Tascam unit going again. Got to get it going, man. Um, so yeah, if you guys know anybody local around the Houston, Texas area, or even closer to the Big B, let me know. I'd really like to get this thing charged up, man, and back in the studio, back in my rack, and using again. On the back of it, it's not too. You got a remote controller, you got inputs right and left, and you got outputs right and left, and that's it. So the serial number's still on here. Wonder if it has a date. It does not have a date. 112 MK2 is the model number. So it's a 112 MK2 is the actual model number for this baby. And it has been a very, very, very nice unit to have in my studio, and I miss it so much. So as you can see, it's super, super clean. It just and it powers up fine, like I say, but it just doesn't play my tapes, man. And I gotta get my tapes going. So this is a big shout out to Stephen Antoninazi. If you know anyone local or you have any suggestions, man, let me know. Let me know something, brother. I gotta get this baby going, man. The Tascam MK2. I want to say they make a Tascam MK3 as well. They made one after this one that cost actually a little more than this one, this tape deck. I want to say this tape deck was around 600 or 700, or maybe even a little more. It's been so long since I purchased it, I can't really remember. But I want to say they came out with another one, the MK3, that cost even more money than this one right here. And so they've been out a while, and it'd be really nice, like I say, to get this one rocking and rolling in my unit, man. It has a headphone out jack, which is nice. It has a Dolby switch. It has right and left on the front. It has monitor input and audio output. So it's got some nice features to it, right? It's got some really nice features on the front of it that can be well used in your studio, man. So it's a must. I got to get this baby going, rocking and rolling. I miss it. I'll also have another Which one is that? Okay, so I have a Tascam DA38 down there, and as far as I know, it still works, and I want to get it up and going again. It seems like I don't have the remote control for that one, or it got lost along the move. But it's in great condition, man. And I still have tapes for that as well. It's a DAT machine, and it's got some good audio that's been recorded on it as well. So I can't wait to actually get all this old analog stuff hooked up to my digital world and start marrying the two together. It's gonna be nice to be able to use it. I don't know about you guys, but throughout the years, I've had so much studio equipment. Some of it I let go. A lot of Elisa's stuff that I let go, I wish I still had. A lot of my compressors by Elisa's, and so compressors and digital reverbs and stuff that I had by Elisa's. They used to make these neat little video half rack unit boxes, reverb units, and compressors, and I had those. It was like the Blue series. It had blue letters on it. Really, really cool old stuff, man. And that stuff, vanished and got rid of it, and got rid of just some Ensoniq stuff, and Night Pro EQs and drummer stuff. Just a lot of stuff that I wish I still had in my studio, man. I even had the Apollo in my studio, which was quite a neat piece. I really didn't care for the way the mixer was set up in the unit, to where you actually had two mixers that you actually had to go through. Um, but other than that, I enjoyed the unit itself. It seemed like the interface on it was just superior, and then it was nice having all the universal audio plugins that came in with that bad boy. But I tell you what, once you hear analog, or once you go back to listen to some of the analog stuff, like your old tapes and whatever that was recorded on tapes, once you go back to listen to some of that stuff like that, and then you immediately listen to one of your MP3 songs or whatever, there's no comparison. Put a nice set of headphones in a unit like this with a good tape that you've recorded some music on, and listen to it through your headphones, and then put in your uh, listen to your iPod, and listen to an MP3 play. Um, something that was recorded to MP3s, and the difference in the sound is just, man, it'll just blow your freaking mind how much better it sounds on tape than those MP3s. It's so those MP3s just sound kind of harsh and brittle and thin and everything else, man. But when you listen to a good analog tape, it sounds nice, thick, and warm sounding, and you can listen to analog much, much longer without it giving you a freaking headache, man. I don't know what it is about it, but it is. Digital's just has that harshness to it that can't be replaced by anything else, and analog just is the real deal. And it's neat that we can marry the two, digital and analog. And a lot of times you'll get all your tracks done in digital, and then what they'll do is dump that down to 1 inch tape to master on 1 inch tape to give it that analog sound, and actually have it, give it that warmth and everything that it needs. So tape is a good thing to have in your studio, man. And that's why I really want to get this little tape deck set up and going again, because I'll be able to have not only listen to old tapes that I've actually tracked on, but I'll actually be able to marry the new stuff that I've got going on with this, and actually master down to a cassette tape, believe it or not. And it'll sound really good. Trust me, it will sound good, man. And so, anyway, it's gonna be neat. I just need to find a tech, man, here in town or whatever, or close by, that doesn't mind taking on the Tascam MK2 project for me and get this baby going. So I wanted to say also, look, you guys, if you guys do not have a Audio Master T-shirt and you want an Audio Master T-shirt, let me know. It's got the YouTube here on the side, and then it's got the blue stars on this arm over here, and they tie in with the blue stars down here on this side. on the front. And like I say, if you guys don't have one and you want one, private message me and let's get you one, man. Let's get you a Audio Master t-shirt to walk around. It's going to look good on you, man. It's got this tri-blend stuff. It's really stretchable and the shirt's nice and comfortable. I've given a couple of them out to some of my friends that are local, and that was one of the first things they said was, "Oh, I really like the shirt. It's so comfortable and soft." And so I paid quite a bit more for this shirt, but here's the thing. Uh, if a shirt looks good, and you guys all know this, you can go shop anywhere you want to shop. And you might see it. The first thing that's going to attract you to a shirt is how it looks and how it, draws you in. But then you put the shirt on and it doesn't fit you right. Okay. Or you put the shirt on and it rubs you in the wrong areas. It may rub you right here underneath your arms or on the back of your neck. It may rub you right where all those tags and things are that don't need to be there and you can't get rid of them. Or it may have something on the side. Typically, it'll be like right here where the seam is on the side on the lower part of the shirt, like right down in this area. There'll be something right there on the inside of that seam that just snags you and rubs you wrong on there. So it doesn't matter how nice the shirt looks, right? It could be $100 shirt. If the daggum thing don't feel good on you, you're not going to wear it. Even if you buy it because it looks good and you think, oh, I'm going to wear it one night and then I can get used to it. Wrong. What ends up happening, you wear it one time and it sits in your closet the rest of the time because you don't like the way it feels on you. This shirt's different, man. This shirt not only looks good on you, but it's stretchy and it's super, super comfortable and it's super cool, man. I mean, as far as how it just feels on your skin. None of this stuff right here, Audio Master or anything that's printed on it, sticks to your body, even when you're hot. So that's the cool thing about the new Tri Blend t-shirts that are out. Gotta get one, man. Gotta have one for the summertime, man. So hit me up, private message me, and we can't see if we can't get this thing baby to you at cost and get you wearing one. So you're gonna go out somewhere this summer and buy you some t-shirts to wear. So if you're an audio engineer, why not get you an Audio Master t-shirt, man? Look good in it. I know you will. So, if you guys know anybody that does work on the Tascam, please let me know, man. I do want to get this thing fixed. And I do want to give a shout out to Steven again and let you know that, hey, man, I pulled it out of my rack. I wasn't afraid to open the hood. It was really, it was really easy to do. Okay, so sometimes I'll tell you this, guys, it's a lot easier opening something sometimes than it is putting it back together. So I got it free real easy. Like I say, there's four screws on the side. Yeah, let me get that right. No, there's two screws on each side of the unit. I'll show you. So there's one and there's the other. There's the two screws on the side. And then on the back, there's three screws on the back. And so anyway, it came off real easy, no problem. But it has this little lip underneath the front part of it, right here on the front. Let's see if I can get it up high enough. Okay, let me hold it. I'm kind of tight for room in here. But right here where the seam is, there's a little lip, goes like that, with a little tongue on one side. You got to slip that little tongue underneath there first, and then. So anyway, it took me a second to figure it out and get it back, get the hood back on there in the proper position, without scratching it, without getting being forceful or breaking anything. Because a lot of times you can force stuff back in and snap something, and you don't want to do that. So it's always good to be patient and take it slow until you figure it out and get it back together. And once you figure it out and get it together, then everything will be kosher and it'll go back together smooth. Even the screws. So you get your hood on, and if one screw isn't going in easy, it's not good. Something's not lined up. So back it off, ease on off, and just make sure that you get everything lined up. That way, it's good to go for the next person. Nothing's stripped out, and you want to keep it as mint as you can, right? You want to take care of your things, man, especially your audio recording equipment. And like I say, I'm a little disappointed that this baby stopped working on me, but it's in beautiful. Look how nice the front looks. It's in beautiful shape. There's no scratches on this thing, and I've taken good care of it. And I just want to get it rocking and rolling again for me. So anyway, we got a lot of great things going on. I usually don't do audio master shows about my studio equipment, especially my stuff that maybe not working anymore. And this is the only piece in my studio that isn't working. Okay, so but Steven and I were talking about it the other night, and he suggested that I take the hood off of this thing and just look inside if I could see a belt. Sometimes a belt will just slip off and come off the track or whatever, and he was saying just look for that, and then it could be something simple like that where you can slide it back on, and then you're up and going again. And I was like, yeah, man. So I was thinking about it and thinking about it. So today was a perfect day to do that, and I did. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. It can't be too difficult. And so I got the courage enough to open the hood on it and look inside. And like I say, I didn't see anything that remotely looked like a belt. I did see some wheels and whatever. I didn't see a belt around it, so I don't know if a motor actually just turned that one single wheel by itself, and there wasn't any belt that needed to be on that. But like I say, I couldn't tell. It was really kind of hard to tell. And if you're not a tech, you really kind of don't know where to start as far as you know, where to start. So I wasn't even go any further than that. I didn't see anything that was burnt, and I didn't see any bands that actually came off anything for me to try to attach. And you do want to be real careful when you go to digging in these units and everything, especially if you powered it up and you start digging back in there and you don't have the right proper tools and you start touching things, you can get shocked. So you got to be real careful, especially when you don't know what you're doing, man. You don't want to open up those TVs and get that touch that slap back. You know what I mean? It will knock you down and kill you. So you want to know what you're doing whenever you open up equipment and everything. So that's why I just undid the hood and looked in there. Didn't start touching anything. Just kind of got my flashlight to where I could visibly look around and trying to find those rubber band, trying to find those bands, those that might have came off the wheel, man. But Tascam makes some great stuff. They've always made some great stuff, and like I say, it's just a shame that this one went down. And I really do want to get it rocking and rolling back in my studio. Thank you guys for joining in. I am continuing to talk on this new blue microphone. It is called the Blackout microphone, and it actually sounds pretty decent, doesn't it? I'm really happy with it. This is what it sounds like with a little bit of reverb on here. Can you guys hear the reverb on here? Hey, has a nice sound to it. That's a lot. That's a big haul. But whenever you get close, it has that studio broadcast sound, doesn't it? Nice little gig, man. I'm real happy with this microphone. And I appreciate it, James Harper, for a beautiful, lovely gift, man. You never know what you can expect whenever you always reach out to others, encourage other people. It is a very powerful tool that most of us are. It's instilled in most of us, and so unlock that power and use it because you never know who you're going to help out and encouraging them to get back on the track. And sometimes that's what most of us need at times. A lot of times if we're broken or we fall, we just need somebody to lift out a hand and say, come on, man, get back up. You can do this. You got it. That's all we need. That's that little bit of push, that little bit of encouragement, and it gets them right back on track. You don't want to be the guy where he's laying on the ground and you continue to walk by and ignore him, right? He's laying on the ground. He needs something. He's hurting somewhere, somehow. Don't ignore it because it can be just as simple as just holding out your hand and lifting him up and saying, "Come on, man, you got this," and encouraging him to continue on, and nothing can stop him. And it'll get him back on his feet, man, and get him back in life and doing the things he needs to do. And he'll always remember you for doing that, being that one person that held out your hand and said, "Come on, man, you got this, dude. Get on up." So, Anyway, that's my 2 cents for today. If you guys know anybody where I can get my unit fixed, hit me up, private message me, write me down there in the description area where I can actually get this baby sent off to, and some good hands on some good techs that can fix this in a very in a in a timely manner and get this back up and going for me. And it's pretty reasonable as far as their time and cost wise. So I appreciate you guys as always here on the Audio Master Show. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, it's right down there in the corner, man. The little Audio Master and icon, and if you hover your mouse over it and click it, bam, it'll pull you in, man. You're subscribed to the channel. You can hang out with us, man. Also, there's a little bitty bell down there. If you smash that bell out of the park and get you a grand slam, then it's going to notify you every time I get on here, man. And you don't want to miss out because we got some great shows going on. So, with that being said, and no further ado, man, I will see you guys probably either tonight about 9 o'clock. I'll be back on here. So, if you missed today's show, man, you want to come back on tonight, man. We always got some cool stuff happening on the Audio Master channel. That's right, man. This is the coolest channel to be a part of. We also have the Audio Master Facebook group that I don't know how many times I got to reiterate, man. If you want to be part of the group and see what everybody's doing, the engineers are doing in their studio, the musicians are doing on the road out there, and the promoters and the producers are all joining in. They're trickling in little by little, but we're getting some big time people aboard, and they're jumping on the board and they're hanging out with us, man. And so it doesn't matter what level you're on. If you're a novice just starting out as an engineer or a musician, jump aboard. We'd love to have you. If you're in the middle of the road, jump aboard. We'd love to have you, man. We love everybody that's joining in and all your participation, man. That's what's really, really cool about the show is people are participating, hanging out, and showing their guitars and showing their studio equipment. And so taking different pics and whatever. That's what we want, man. We want all that kind of cool stuff, man. You never know who it's going to excite and make somebody's day when they see maybe an old microphone they haven't seen in 20 years, or maybe a microphone they perhaps maybe want, and you're trying to get rid of it or you want to get rid of it. You see how we can all connect, man? We can all connect in some kind of way and some kind of facet in life. And so that's the beautiful thing about the Audio Master Facebook group is we're actually bringing people together and to connect on a personal level. And I want to say I had somebody again write in and was trying to get on the Facebook group and didn't know how. So it's easy, and I'm going to explain again. You go to your Facebook, and on the left hand side, there's a group section. And in that group section, you click on that, and then there'll be like a little area. It's for like a search engine. And in that little box, you type in Audio Master. You click on that, and it'll bring you to us, man. And if it doesn't let you in and subscribe, it'll send me a message to let you in and subscribe. And so when I see that you're trying to get on and jump on board, I'll let you in, and then you're part of the group, man. It's that easy, man. And we have a few little rules, and it's not a bad deal. The only rules that we ask for on the Audio Master channel is in the Facebook group is that you don't slam anybody, man, because everybody's on a different pace than other people. Some of us are ahead of other people, and so we don't want to bash anybody for their efforts, man. It's all about learning and all about a place where we can come and look, we share the same love. So let's not bash each other because they're not where we are in the walk yet, man. We want to encourage those guys to be where we are and help them out, and they can help the ones out, the next generation, and on and on and on. You know the deal, man. You know the gig, man. Thank you guys for joining in. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you at the Audio Master channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe, go ahead and do it now, man. And we will see you tonight.